Hi, Taehyung Lovers. Welcome back to the Taehyung Lovers channel worldwide, and this time, don't you dare skip the first 3 seconds. Because April 2026 is not just a date, this is the moment that shook the K-pop world. What happened in Tokyo wasn't just a concert, this is proof that one name can still stop the world. Kim Taehyung. And what's even more shocking is not just the fans waiting a city, even a country seemed to hold its breath for him. So the question now is this still about music, or has it become something far bigger than we ever imagined? In this video, we will uncover chilling facts how Tokyo Dome turned into a sea of people for one figure, how BTS made what's being called their most emotional comeback after a long hiatus, to the hidden moments rarely noticed from fan-based projects that took over the city, and the intimate journeys of ARMY who travel from all over the world. We'll also discuss how the name Park Seo-joon got pulled into this narrative, and why Taehyung's smallest traces can become a compass for millions. Everything you see here is not just a story, this is a piece of reality that might make you proud, or instead leave you wondering, how can one human have such an impact? So make sure you watch until the end, because there's one fact waiting that could change the way you see Kim Taehyung forever. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, and most importantly, help this video go viral, so the world keeps seeing one thing often forgotten, the kindness and real influence of Kim Taehyung. April 2026, because what happened in Tokyo wasn't just a concert. This is proof that one name can still stop the world, Kim Taehyung. And if you missed this moment, you truly got left behind. Under Tokyo bright sky, a scene that almost felt like an illusion became reality, a wave of people moving in unison toward one point, Tokyo Dome. Not just a concert, but a long-awaited moment, a global anticipation for the return of Kim Taehyung with BTS. But what left people speechless wasn't just a number, it was the energy, a current of collective emotion moving with one purpose, creating an atmosphere almost impossible to explain with ordinary logic. The giant screens outside the dome displayed Kim Taehyung's face in monumental advertisements, his sharp gaze locking the attention of thousands passing beneath. The crowd didn't just walk, they stopped, stared, then instinctively raised their phones to capture what felt like history. At this point, a provocative question begins to surface. Why can one person hold such influence? This is not just promotion or marketing strategy. This is a real manifestation of the power of a global fandom moving with collective awareness. The fan base projects decorating Tokyo Dome felt like an emotional declaration that the world is not done with Kim Taehyung. If anything, everything is just beginning again. Amid the almost explosive euphoria, the narrative shifts to a quieter yet deeper space. A bakery and a warm cafe become a contrast to the chaos outside. Displays full of bread, the soft aroma of coffee, and quiet conversations create a seemingly ordinary atmosphere until you realize that almost everyone inside shares the same purpose. They came for Taehyung. Small details like drinks, bread, even a sudden hit of wasabi after a few bites become part of a larger experience. This is no longer just a trip to watch a concert, but an emotional journey across countries filled with personal meaning for each individual. This phenomenon becomes even more evident when Park Seo-joon's name appears in conversations, reminding people of moments when he searched for places Taehyung once visited. This small detail transforms into a symbol of how an idol's footprint can become a compass for millions. Fans don't just follow the work, they follow the life, the steps, even the smallest habits that build a powerful emotional connection that is difficult to break. The camera then brings us back to a grander scale. The entrance of Tokyo Dome, especially Gate 22, is filled with a sea of ARMY holding light sticks, creating a purple glow like a galaxy on Earth. Giant screens display BTS World Tour Orang, emphasizing that this is not just an ordinary concert, but a long-awaited comeback. The energy at the location feels alive, cheers, laughter, and emotions blending into one frequency that's hard to describe. Many say the atmosphere feels even denser than concerts in Goyang, a claim that may be hard to verify. but feels undeniably real to anyone standing in the crowd. Behind all the grandeur lies a layer of story rarely seen, the hard work behind scenes. Cameramen run to follow every movement of Taehyung on stage, a performer with a dynamic and unpredictable style. Every second becomes crucial, because even one moment can turn into history remembered forever. Ironically, while all eyes are on the stage, only a few realize how many unseen roles ensure every second runs perfectly. The BTS World Tour 2026 Tokyo Dome concert is scheduled for 2 days, April 17 to 18, 2026, with an exclusive lottery ticket system through Weber's a mechanism that further proves the overwhelming global demand. Gates open in the afternoon on the first day and earlier on the second, but for fans, the experience began long before that on the streets, in cafes, and every corner of Tokyo filled that day with one name: in the end, behind all the crowd, there is one common thread: hope. Hope that this comeback is not just about music, but about a connection coming back to life. About how an artist like Kim Taehyung can make a city, even the world, pause just to feel the same moment. And at this point, the remaining question is no longer how big this concert is, but whether we are witnessing performance or history being written right before our eyes. And at this point, we are no longer just watching a concert. April 2026 has proven one undeniable truth: what happened in Tokyo is not just a show, but a moment when the world truly stopped for one name: Kim Taehyung. If you still think this is an exaggeration, maybe you haven't seen how Tokyo Dome was filled with a sea of people who came not just for music, but to feel something deeper, something only BTS, and especially Kim Taehyung, can deliver. Thank you for watching until the end. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell if you want to keep following moments not everyone can understand. But if you don't like it, feel free to skip, because the Taehyung Lovers channel never forces anyone. But one thing is certain: if you miss stories like this, you might be missing history in the making. Now, we want to hear your opinion. Is this still just a concert, or has it become an unstoppable global phenomenon? Write in the comments, because your voice is part of this story. Help it go viral so the world doesn't ignore one simple fact: the impact and kindness of Kim Taehyung are real. Stay tuned for the latest updates only on Taehyung Lovers. Keep watching every movement and story about Kim Taehyung only on this channel, because what we see today might just be the beginning of something much bigger. That concludes our time together. Thank you, stay safe, and see you in the next moment that might once again leave the world in silence.